invest in eternity. Let me ask you a question. What would you say to a person who builds their home at the foot of an active volcano? That's dumb. Right? What do you do? What are you doing? What are you doing, right? It's not going to last. One day this volcano is going to erupt and everything you have, all your investments, your life is literally going to disappear in lava. That's what we would say, right? That's not a wise investment. And yet there are so many of us that build these lives and own these things and make these investments and decisions with such passion as if our purpose is to live here and be here for eternity. But in reality, we're building homes at the foot of an active volcano, and one day it will literally, actually disappear. We invest so much time and energy and resources into a life that is a mist, a vapor, a puff of smoke. You're here one minute, you're gone the next. And so while it's important to inhabit the present, because that's where you live, that's where life is, it's even more important to invest in eternity, because that's where you'll live. That's also where life is. Now, having stuff isn't bad. Having stuff isn't bad. Building a life here on earth isn't wrong. We need homes and vehicles and clothes and money to live and function and be. Possessing possessions isn't a problem. It's when the possessions possess you. That's when it's a problem. When this life here on earth is all you're living for, that's the problem. When you're not making any investment in eternity, that's a problem. Most people, if they're wise, you know this because there's many retired people sitting in here. During your careers, you're setting up a retirement fund. And you're making investments and savings and decisions based on where you'll be when your career comes to an end. And you'll work while you're here working, but you're also preparing for and investing in where you'll be. You get that? Such is the case for followers of Christ. We don't just follow Him here on earth. We follow Him into eternity. And so while we're inhabiting the present, we're investing in eternity. Our citizenship is in heaven. Right? Jesus says this in Matthew 6, don't store up treasures here on earth, where moths eat them and rust destroys them, and where thieves break in and steal. Store your treasures in heaven, where moths and rust cannot destroy, and thieves do not break in and steal. Wherever your treasure is, there the desires of your heart will be also. Invest in eternity. Pray. Pray. Worship. Study. Memorize, meditate, serve, give, love, witness. Forsake sin, seek God, live righteously. Sign up for the mission trip. Be here every time the church doors are open. Grow in your personal, experiential love relationship with God so much that you make deposits through the sharing of your faith, the sharing of your testimony, the gospel in other people, which could potentially further the kingdom and essentially invest in eternity. An investment in the kingdom of God has an eternal reward.